We're talking all things social media and pop culture.
Buzz 60 in the house.
In the Twitterverse, tweets abound. Facebook's a land where friends are found. YouTube comments, may they never cease. MySpace is dead, so let it rest in peace. The best of the week, here's where they be. Chosen by yours truly, the name's JB. Shoutouts, props, questions for you. All wind up in the new media stew.
Yeah, that's our jam. She's singing along to the new Media Stew song.
I totally was caught out.
As it's going
As
on.
it's happening.
I love it. And we've got cards. And guys, you see this green screen behind us? Engineer Chris promises that on April 1st, we're going to have our beautiful cityscape background, just like we have on Ask JB, superimposed during the live show too.
I promise.
He said
On air.
You hear that? He promised on air. We were hoping for it today to surprise you, but no, we have to get it perfect because this is a train wreck of a show, and we don't want it to get any worse.
It wasn't that bad. I think
No,
everything's going really
it's a
smoothly
joy.
right now.
It's actually gotten so much smoother, I'm now going to see the comments hopefully coming up. We have 3 people, no less than 3 people working on comments today, and we're going to be talking all things social media because this lady joining me right here
Hello.
is Miss Mallory Johns. She is social media, well, they say director, I say social media pitbull over at Buzz 60.
I prefer Pitbull.
She prefers pitbull.
I should change that to my business card.
Goes with me, Buzz 60. That should be on her business card. But she's a social media pitbull who knows all things social media, and we're also going to be talking pop culture and whatever else you want to talk about as well. Okay, we already got started.
Oh my gosh.
There we go.
We're live.
We're on a delay.
A slight delay.
And they're growing up. I got to go update automatically. I remember last time. And giving a quick
Wow.
shout out, we have Jay Mugga in the house.
Jay Moogs.
I
call him Jay Moogs.
I like that.
Sorry.
Emily Owl in the house. We have.
Largo. Hey there.
She's good. She knows, and also Michael Warbucks. How you doing? And we just
Wait,
finished.
Sim Miser. How's it going?
We just finished taping Ask JB as well. So we have all sorts of fun things coming up. So get your social media and also pop culture questions ready. Mm-hmm. But quick things, a couple of Stew Crew announcements. Number 1, fancy cards. We have our notes on the back of our fancy cards. Don't tell anyone, that's right. Number 1 is, for our all new viewers, we're going to be saying, you just got chunked.
You just got chunked.
So you'll get a graphic much like this. You just got chunked. And I'm counting on it. I'm not even going to look. She has sass to it, yeah.
Sass right there.
That's number 1. Also, during this show, we are going to be choosing a Stew Crew star of the show. All right?
I love that bad.
Oh, yeah. We're going to be when the audience gets back to big viewers like the Con Dude show had. When we get into like high double digits and low triple digit, we're going to go back to swag bag. But right now, this is the swag bag.
I like that. It matches your shirt a little bit.
It does actually, yeah. It's pimpin'.
Yeah.
It's a pimp bag. It's a pimp-ass bag with blue and purple. Anyway, but in the swag bag today is our very own Stew Crew Power shirt,
Cool.
which Blargle, the alien, one of our viewers,
That's 60 super fan.
that's how we roll, won last week. And how we win this is by getting other people to join the show. Let's keep getting the numbers to double. I just looked down, it was 5, now it's 11, so get the live viewers to keep growing. So tweet it out, and Patrick, production assistant Patrick, is going to come up and announce the Stew Crew star of the show later on. And also anything else that we ask you to do during the show or any of the games we're playing, they're going to be checked on Twitter chat. You have to use the hashtag NMS Live. Engineer Chris, make NMS Live pop up. I'm trusting you. Might look like a complete asshole just doing this. NMS Live. It's a
Spirit
hashtag.
fingers.
I like that. That's spear fingers.
Spirit fingers.
We could do spear fingers or slow clap. But we'll have NMS Live come up. You have to put NMS Live on Twitter, and that's how Patrick is going to be checking your tweets, and then you also can comment right here. Kathleen is awesome, just joined. She says the bag is awesome. And Pat Does It says, hey everyone, I'm watching your comments and tweets. Pat Does It is just amazing. And believe it or not, he was one of my first, if not my absolute first friend when I joined YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that
Pat
amazing?
is PA Pat, right?
PA Pat.
Oh, cool.
I like that PA Pat. We call him
PA
production
Pat.
assistant Pat, but for,
I like PA Pat.
when you get real familiar, it's PA Pat, which doesn't mean pain in the ass Pat. That would be PA Pat. But also, so make sure to write in the comments and also play on Twitter with hashtag NMS Live. We want to get this to be a trending show. And just so happens, you guys have asked to have Midnight come back, and that just may happen the next time Miss Sarah Hoots is on the show. So keep watching. We'll see about that. Someone awesome will be playing a role in being Midnight's handler. And then, have you heard? Some of the Stew Crew, I checked Twitter after the show, and some of the Stew Crew were tweeting for some reason, I don't know why. At Best Week Ever,
VH1?
for those, at Best Week Ever, maybe a graphic will come up or something for those that are more remedial in the audience. But they wanted me to, for some reason, be on At Best Week Ever.
I say go for it.
You think so?
Yeah.
Stew Crew, if by any chance you want to tweet that graphic that's on the screen right now, At Best Week Ever, or if you want me to be on VH1 Morning Buzz, which is right here in New York, to talk pop culture, like I do with Buzz 60.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's that?
Carrie Keegan, I believe, does VH1 Morning Buzz. Correct
Why
me
don't
if I'm wrong?
that would be that? No, you might be right.
Okay.
You might actually be right. It might be at Carrie Keegan. You never know. But if you could tweet possibly those two people, to get me to do some pop culture stuff and pimp out Buzz 60 like I like to do, and talk all things celebrity and entertainment news, Stew Crew, make it happen. You got me on Watch What Happens Live. You got Parmalee on the show. We had all sorts of other big guests on the Conjure show. Yeah, with Parmalee on the show,
Cool.
with their hit song, with their awesome, with that party song, which I love. I love them. They're great.
Yeah.
And now they have a new song, Carolina.
I haven't heard that.
It Must Have Had a Good Time was the big song. Must Have Had a Good Time was big for a while, and then now it's Carolina is their new one. But anyway, we got to go. Mike Absher's in the house.
Hey
doubled
there.
again just about. Blargle's talking. Pat, no audio on my NS.
Oh no.
So make sure the audio's fixed for these lovely people. Looks like a. Oh, he's fixing it. Okay, good. And
okay,
then
I think you're up.
is the brick wall behind you on wheels? Yeah. Why would they know it's on wheels? Oh, it shouldn't be shown on wheels, but next week. Cityscape. Just keep thinking about that.
Times right now. We're medieval times.
It's medieval
this is
times.
The castle.
It's medieval times. Hold on.
What is happening right now?
There you go. That's what we're dealing with. I have power. Stew Crew power can move a wall. We never get out of our seats. But yeah, just shows I have legs. All right. Anyway, on that note, Calamity Magnum. Hey, boo. Glad to have you too. But you can tweet those guys, and also now we're going to talk about some social media topics. You asked your questions as well, and I got some automatic updates. Pat will be keeping us up to your questions. But number one, since we have social media pitbull
person in the house,
what would you say are your favorite and also the most effective forms of social media?
I mean, you got to go back to the times. Twitter. Always my love. I love going on Twitter just to find cool new people to chat with, and self-promotion never hurts. You heard from me. It's okay to self-promote yourself, and Twitter's good for that.
She does a lot. Twitter is also good because it teaches you how to edit. Some people are very verbose and just like to write on and on and on, and nobody reads what they write anyway, so it limits you to 140 characters. That's what I like about Twitter.
Kind of like get very succinct, really joint, like get everything like smashed up in there. 140 characters or less. Nothing more.
I think they like it. They're actually saying, see, when we get a chunk, you see that? A chunk of comments come at the same time, which is hysterical. Boogawees! Glad to have you in the house, Michelle. I missed you before. Yes, tweet me anytime. I'm always looking to connect with people.
Yeah, exactly.
Following up on what you're saying. And movable brick walls for the win. Yes. Calamity Magnum, I love your positivity. Winner. She's awesome. And most effective, I would say, is YouTube, though, especially with live shows. I mean, when we had some of the live shows on YouTube, you guys, even on the ones that we've done so far, and the show's very, very new right now, if you go to the analytics, it's the most shared of all the videos on my channel. It's the most commented and shared in like the shorter time period. You get more active, it's real time and everything.
People want to see you, they want to interact with you. I bet all of you out here are so like stoked because you're actually talking to us, sending us comments, and we're answering you on the air. I think it's kind of cool. It blows my mind every day. That's happening.
And the video in general, I think, does that. So I think YouTube's one of the most effective, definitely. Also, what would you say, which celebrity uses social media the best?
I mean, I'm going to go back to Miss Call Me Maybe. She was found on
That
YouTube
is clever, yeah.
from Justin Bieber, and now she's completely blown up just from her sheer power of being on Twitter, being on YouTube, being on Facebook, and getting the support of the people. And now she's a big pop star.
And that, of course, would be Carly Rae Jepsen, otherwise known by the social media pitbull of Call Me Maybe. So who uses social media the best? I would say also Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
You're talking
correct.
about,
The
especially in the beginning, you're talking about she entered an industry that's an older industry, country music.
Yeah.
Okay. And blew it up. First of all, her first album sold only like 30,000 sales in the beginning. She was getting next to nowhere.
Yeah.
Started taking her message a lot to social media, building a younger fan base with Twitter, with YouTube, showing behind the scenes of her tours and stuff like that, even when they were small, getting her fans invested and involved, and she blew up into a phenomenon. And it, and arguably, like a lot of people may say, she may not have the greatest, artistically singing voice, or technically the greatest singing voice.
She might talk about her ex-boyfriends one too many times.
Exactly, but the thing is, when you add the star power element into show business, she blows the doors down of everything because
and her Swifties will take her anywhere.
Correct.
Hashtag Swifties if you want to check it out and see what they're all about.
So I think as a package, she used social media the best to propel herself from oblivion to the top of an industry that had no interest in having, younger stars starting out. It was like an industry that you had to prove yourself in, Grand Ole Opry type things.
Yeah, exactly.
And she just took it to social media and created a whole nother animal. So
yeah,
I love that.
I like your choice.
And it says Blargle, if Chrome, Blargle's having trouble with Chrome.
No.
We always like to help you guys out with this, with the operating systems. Chrome is often miserable with the shows, just to let you know. I don't know why. Because it's a Google product.
Surprising.
It is
yeah,
surprising.
I didn't want to say it.
I don't know why they freeze. I don't know why it freezes. I tend to watch it on Safari, and I'm frozen right now. Fortunately, it's not a miserable freeze, but we're frozen on screen right now.
Yeah, we look kind of good right now.
Yeah, so that's
a nice position going on.
Hold on, I'll recreate the position.
Okay, let me see if I can get it just like that.
I like the official.
I like it.
Yeah,
that's my good side.
That's pretty much it. Now we get tons of questions. Okay. What's up, John and Mallory? Oh, hold on. Minute 9. What's up, John and Mallory?
Oh, sorry.
Wait, you know something special's coming.
Okay,
you know something special's coming. What's up, John and Mallory? Cool show. Acedia and Joe's series are great. Love your gym show when you Oh, thank you. He's Minute 9 is actually referring to, I did an episode of Tales of the Dark.
Oh, yeah.
Which is the horror show, and I'm the guy in the mirror who pops out of the mirror. And thank you. And I'm also in the movie Acedia, which is... that's not the one on Netflix. The one that just came on Netflix is Purification. But love those things. But Minute 9, this is your first comment.
Oh my gosh.
This is your indoctrination to New Media Stew. So, please be on time, Engineer Chris. You just got chunked. There you go. Every new viewer who starts talking, who joins the conversation, gets chunked. Love it.
I love the sound of the little kids going, yay! Sound effects are killer right now.
Blargle says no audio on any browser. Get the audio for the Zeus and trying review. Everybody else is having audio. They're asking questions, Blargle. So unfortunately, it is you in Rhode Island. How did you get the new shirt yet? Thank you. Bike Man for you. Looking good job. Bike Man for you. Another new viewer.
Another new viewer.
Ready?
Let's do it again.
3, 2, 1. You just got chunked.
Welcome,
I would like to one day do that the whole show with just all new viewers. That would be awesome.
A dream come true. Seriously.
That would be a dream come true. Kathleen is funny. She says, pretty sure Taylor Swift is perfect. Well, actually, Kathleen, and I love you to death, perfect is boring. So even trying to have somebody be perfect, I don't even think she'd want to be perfect, number one. But technically, there are some issues, according to musical teachers, in her singing. Some things. But I love her because she overcomes that limitation and still achieves greater success than other people.
Yeah.
So I like that. You got chunked. Jay Mugga's excited. Marla, Texas. Hey, Basedow, I'm here. You remember Marla?
Hey, Marla, how's it going?
That's cool.
I remember you from the lemur attack. You feeling okay? Is everything good?
She knows from Buzz 60, the lemur attack. Also, Kathleen is awesome, says she's watching on Chrome and it's fine.
So what's going on, Blargo?
He's in Rhode Island. Do you think something's going on in Rhode Island? I
It's
don't
not
know.
Jersey though, so I don't understand it.
Or Florida. Oh,
or
Florida.
Wisconsin.
Oh,
We
Florida.
just did a story. Well, actually, there's no Ohio. We just did a story on Buzz 60 about Mr. Puxatawny Phil that JB did over here. He got the scoop. And the state of Ohio is indicting Puxatawny Phil, the adorable little groundhog, because they said that he lied to them about spring.
Yeah.
And they want to kill him.
People get real bitchy when it's cold during spring.
And
When
it's a
winter-
little
when winter's
groundhog.
too-
It's ridiculous.
They said he was indicted and they wanted to give him the death penalty. Of course, it was all done tongue in cheek and it's funny, but
Yeah.
people on Twitter got really excited about it. When I did hashtag like groundhog death penalty and stuff like that, you would get all these people like, no, some people were saying like, he's a liar, he deserves to die, and then you got other people saying everybody's wrong now and again, you can't hold them responsible. Like, people get lives.
And so
Just get a freaking life, okay? They were joking. The politician was not going to actually kill the groundhog, okay? I mean,
Yeah.
but it was funny.
And so we just got a tip today from one of our Facebook fans. You should also follow us, or like us,
Yes.
on Facebook. Facebook.com/Buzz60. And we love getting tips from people like you who find stories that we don't see immediately. It was this beautiful little story about the state of Wisconsin, about how they're starting to go after every single woodchuck.
Really?
Yeah.
Why are they going? But was it a joke thing or was it serious?
No, serious. I forget the details. I'll have to link you up with the article, but
Oh, that's sad.
yeah.
That's sad. Jay Moga says he hates winter. Emily Al says JB is getting to be good buddies with the peeps at Buzz 60. They all seem cool.
Oh, thank you, Emily. You're
Emily
awesome.
Al, not casting shade on Buzz 60,
No.
casting them love.
Mm-hmm.
We can hide Phil at my house. DeLorean fan 81, who's a regular viewer. Great to see you back, man.
You're also a fan of Patrick Jones, another one of our hosts.
Yeah,
He has
DeLorean
some
fan.
great comments.
Yes, I've actually commented on Patrick's videos when DeLorean fan has commented because it's great
Yeah.
to see the Stew Crew coming over there.
See, I know all of you, Stew Crew. You talk to me, and I'll respond.
Read what Minute 9 wrote about you.
Oh, thank you so much. You should definitely follow me on my personal Twitter. I don't really self-promote it that much, but it's at mmsuperflyjr.
And as far as the next question, and then we'll go back to your comments, how do you think, social media pitbull,
Yes.
that social media is changing pop culture?
I mean, everybody is now a celebrity. Look at you.
Look at me.
You've used social media to catapult yourself in success on YouTube.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
on ESPN now.
Thank
Got
you.
some
Yes.
commercials on
Yes.
there.
Yep.
Trying to get you on VH1.
I don't know. There was some Twitter handles or something for best week ever, and Carrie Keegan to tweet to get me on these shows.
Shameless
I don't know.
self-promotion.
I don't know what that's.
Shameless
I don't know what that's
self-promotion
about that
alert.
she's leading into. I don't know if I happen to get on either of those shows, it'll be a total shock to me. I don't know. But anyway, go on. I'm sorry.
Anybody can be a star, essentially. One of my really good friends, her name is Veronica D'Souza.
We just did a panel together, right?
We did a Google Hangout a couple weeks back with her. And it was during the presidential debates, and she created the Binders Full of Women meme. She decided to mock something up in Photoshop. It immediately went viral, and now she's kind of this internet celebrity, superstar type person. So it just goes to show that anybody can be famous. Anybody can go viral, essentially.
If you get an audience, and that's what I like about it as far as how it's changing pop culture is it's giving social media, especially like YouTube, is almost like a chance for you to create a resume tape of what you can do, and you never know who's going to see it. Like even like Justin Bieber was discovered off the internet, and so many other Carly Rae Jepsen, like we talked about, and and it gives you a chance. It takes money out of the equation. Back in the day, you had to be dependent on either somebody recognizing your talent, you being in the industry, the entertainment industry, or having family in the entertainment industry to give you connections to get there.
Yeah.
That's taken out of the equation, and it's almost like giving the audience a chance to decide. The difficult part is because it's so fragmented and so diluted, is getting enough of an audience to see you nowadays.
Yeah, and
Because
that's
everybody's
where
doing it.
like organizations like Buzz 60, we kind of think of ourselves as the internet scouts. We're basically out there every day trying to find the latest and greatest story. Someone doing something awesome on YouTube, we feature them. We do great stories. We just did one about wake-up video pranks. Who would have thought that you could become a celebrity from making a wake-up video like about pranking somebody? But we'll find you. We search these things out and try to feature you.
You'll find them.
We will.
I like that. And it says, Emily Al says, winter weather on spring break, it's so wrong. I don't know what that global
It was
warming's
just
all
snow.
about.
I don't know where you are, Emily, but it was snowing here earlier today, and I almost lost it.
And then
Just a little bit.
Bike Man for you also commenting about groundhogs taste like chicken.
How would you know?
These are my people. These are my
Do you
people.
live in
I have nothing but
Montana,
love for my people.
Where roadkill is now
Yeah.
able. You
That
can
was
now,
a story.
Yeah, we did
That
a
was a
story
story.
about that a couple weeks ago. If you search in our Buzz 60 channel and just type in roadkill. In Montana, the state of Montana, it's now legal to cook your roadkill.
Oh yeah. That's all kinds of special.
Yes.
I'm going to actually refresh. Do we have any other questions, Patrick, before I do the next question?
What was your key to social media success?
What was the key to social media? Oh, I guess that was from Mallory talking.
Is that for me?
No, that was when you were saying that I was, I think, a social media success. But the thing is, I don't consider myself a social media success. Thank you. I appreciate the props from this lady because she knows what she's talking about. But I, in no way, shape, or form, I am invisible on YouTube, basically. One Fitness Made Simple commercial on ESPN gets more attention than 30 videos on YouTube at the moment. However, if YouTube would change their algorithm in such a way that I'd be featured a little bit more, that may change. That may change. But I think the key to success in social media, or wanting to be a success and then seeing some progression, because I do have almost 12 million views on the, hold on, we have audio now. There we go. That fixed that.
Okay, Blargo, you hearing us?
Blargo can hear us through our own mics. But I think one of the keys is not quitting. I think it's very hard to try to become a viral video success because multi-billion-dollar companies like Coca-Cola try it and fail.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, some kid in his basement taking a video of his cat, all of a sudden can become the next viral superstar. Good example. So the thing is, there's no rhyme or reason for that, but I think you've got to test different things, and then I think you also have to see what works to some degree, what doesn't work, and then stick, and try to keep honing in on what works, and try to build an audience that's loyal. Like the Stu crew who comes and watches the shows and watches the videos and everything. Try to build an audience that's loyal, that's going to spread your word, because that's the only way I think you're going to get known.
And just be consistent. That's one of the big things that I tell people who come to me for advice. You can't post up a YouTube video or post something on Facebook one day a week. Maybe doing something 2 to 3 times a week. Just keep constantly talking to your audience and engaging. You don't want to be a broadcaster. That's one of the people that I won't follow back, or the broadcasters who don't actually ask people questions, who don't respond. If I tweet at them and they don't respond to me, they're not using social media effectively. Social media is all about connecting with people and engaging.
That's, I think, the big thing. That's why I do the live shows, so that we can connect with the viewers and get to know you guys even more. Because, I mean, you've done some amazing things. I mean, I can be having a crappy day, and all of a sudden I'll read, like, Emily Al's really sweet comment on my video, or Jay Mugga's insane, hey, buddy, go, JB, Buzz 60 everywhere. And all of a sudden I smile,
and
because
makes me laugh.
It makes a crappy day into an amazing day just by that little thing.
Seriously, there's like a lot of negativity out there, and to get like a great comment back from someone like you, Jay Muga, just really makes my job a lot easier.
We love you, Jay Muga.
Seriously.
Love you. Boogaloo says that's true. Now we're getting some of the questions before. Jay, he says you all you.
Here we go.
If you're watching on YouTube, you can see the comments. Once again, I never fault Jay Muga for the grammar, because when you're a Stu Crew member, and you're loyal to me, it's all above that. It's not about the grammar. But you asso me in Jay Muga speak means you're awesome. But he goes, you asso me. Anyway, that's pretty good. And it goes, thanks for that, JB and MJ. I will keep working hard. That is true. Boogaloo's agreeing with the answer. Also, one quick thing to interject is I wanted to say, you guys had asked about movies on the last show, and you were asking particularly about one movie before I forget, and that was Olympus Has Fallen.
Oh, I really want to see this movie.
Yes, and I got a chance to see it early and review it last week, so we'll hopefully have that coming up soon. But I will give you wanted my opinion right away, so I'll tell you. And also, by the way, let me say my opinion first. It's an excellent movie. A lot of good action. I don't listen to any other critics.
If you like 24, like me, I'm a huge 24 fan.
See, I don't even know 24. You keep saying that because of what I told her about the movie. She keeps saying it's better than 24 type of, or along the same lines of 24. So maybe it is, but I mean, I just thought it was really cool. And Gerard Butler's awesome. And I'm not going to say he's my buddy. I'm not going to say anything bad because he's my buddy.
He's a cool dude.
You can see, we were Fashion Week buddies, so that's it is what it is. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I think that engineer Chris is going to be putting up a picture in his own special way. I'm trusting him too. We had a picture loaded up. Maybe it'll not come up. But anyway, I'm not going to say anything. Oh, I got a thumbs up. It must be on the screen somehow. It must be on the screen.
Oh, yeah, it is. Look, right there.
We got... Oh!
Styling.
Oh, my... We were styling. Yeah, there we are at Fashion Week. Yeah, that was backstage at the Red Dress event.
Cool.
Yes, so... Oh, wow. Anyway, so I'm not going to say anything bad. And I wouldn't say anything bad anyway because I thought the movie was excellent. So whatever any other critics say, suck it. It was really good.
Haters gonna hate.
Haters gonna hate.
Seriously.
Haters gonna hate. Don't listen to their dribble. The only reason haters don't hate you is when you're doing nothing. Okay? So if you're doing something, there's always going to be somebody hating. You know, there's three types of people. Those who can do, those who can't dream, the rest just hate. There you go. And back to social media. Why do people... This is my own question, okay? This is my own personal... I want Mallory's opinion on this.
Oh my gosh.
Why do people disclose personal details on social media? Back in the day, okay, you'd have to basically be in an interrogation room to give some of the information that you're spewing forth on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube and everything else. Why all of a sudden has things that you would normally keep to yourself and not want to be too public about become something you just spread everywhere?
I mean, everyone is just looking for an audience. That's what it comes down to. Everybody wants to be included. Everyone wants to be part of this special group. We call it FOMO, fear of missing out.
I did not know. This is an educational show.
So,
I did not know
for
that.
example, if my friends are at some party and they're like tweeting about it and taking pictures, I get massive FOMO and I just want to like start sharing my own things. I'm doing something cooler than they are because I'm not going to this party. So it just forces the fear of missing out, the fear of not being accepted. Mm-hmm. That makes people want to overshare. And
I think sometimes it can get you in trouble though, because nowadays, well, first of all, you know, with relationships, number one, all of a sudden, you know, the girlfriend says, I'm busy, I'm really sick and everything, and then you go to her Twitter and you see all the twit pics of her at some sort of crazy party.
Or if you're like calling out of work.
You know, bitch be lying.
You're calling out from work and you're checking it on Foursquare that you're at a bar down the street, like, why would you do that?
Yeah, be a little careful, because I know a lot of people who make that mistake, and you just look like a big ass liar. You know, and you get caught so easily, and that's just po judgment. So if you're gonna play fast and loose, don't put it on Twitter and don't put it on Facebook, because anybody with a brain is going to find you out.
Yeah,
and they're going to find out the real deal.
Be smart about it. It is public.
And actually, people have lost their jobs over it, because I know people who've been at like the Apple company and stuff like that.
The girl at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier who gave the middle finger in D.C. She worked for some charity and she lost her job over it because she was posting a picture of herself giving the middle finger to this tomb in Arlington National Cemetery.
And she worked. There you go.
She lost her job. We did a story about it as well. And it was just a huge thing on social media. It went viral. People saying, fire her, fire her ass, get rid of her. People saying, it's not her fault, it's free speech. Just be smart.
I know people, especially like with have tweeted about things, at a store or something, or somebody in a store, and then all of a sudden that person has seen it and brought it to the attention of either the franchise owner or the manager and something, and that person got fired immediately. So social media is great, but don't have it bite you in the ass. Okay, just show a little bit of intelligence and come correct on it.
Exactly. Don't
get it twisted. All right, let's see. We got a bunch of other questions. Personal info on social media is really po judgment. Calamity Magnum. Calamity Magnum. Knowing the new media stewisms. I love you. Wait, Jesus, Facebook had only 541 friends back in 5 BC. Since he joined, now it says he reached his maximum friends. There you go.
I like you, Minute 9. You're funny.
Minute 9 is funny. Minute 9, you got to come back every Monday now. We got to have the audience continue to grow.
You should totally subscribe to our YouTube channel, Minute 9. Follow us on Twitter as well.
You can check them out at youtube.com/buzz60, by the way, and twitter.com/buzz60. Also, by the way, guys, we have just about 10 more minutes left, but tweet now. Pat's watching. Ooh. Could be a shirt involved. For right now, this counter is never right. I mean, engineer Chris always tells me, but right now it says X number of live viewers. If that gets to double X, we want to see who's doing the most tweets to make that happen. And you will be possibly the winner of that New Media Stu Crew Power shirt. So go to...
I want it.
Isn't it awesome?
I know, I like
Look
it.
Look at it. brand new.
graphic right there.
Well, that's because they got power. They got gravitas. They got lightning bolts coming out of their fingers. Exactly. So tweet and use NMS Live. Use the link here because we want to have more people come to the show. And also, or you can put it on Facebook, or you can put it on any of your other Tumblrs or other weird social Instagram.
Vine it up if you want.
I would vine it up. I like that. I would stick with the Twitter and the Facebook in particular, though. Those are the big ones. And then also, by the way, Big Louise agrees. She says, yes, they do. I keep it clean for that reason. She's a smart lady, that Big Louise. That's Michelle. I don't want people... NMS Live! Look at that! The hashtag is up!
I think that Jay Muga wants a shirt.
Jay Muga, he just goes shirt. Shirt! Minute 9, you win the internet for now, Calamity Magnum is saying. That's hysterical.
He really does.
All right, so do we have any, before we go to the next question, Pat, P.A. Pat, do we have any other, P.A. Pat, I like that too. Yeah. Do we have any other questions pending? Because we've reached a standstill over here. I know it's clogged. And you could also tweet your questions on Twitter with NMS Live. That's another good thing to do.
Well, Michael Warbuck's not a question, but he says people need to learn how to keep some things to themselves on social media.
Michael Warwick is like one of my best buddies since I started this social media journey, and I'm very circumspect. Look it up, people who don't know what it means. I'm very circumspect when it comes to choosing friends and letting friends in my inner circle. And the reason I have Michael Warbucks in my inner circle is because he does not show judgment, and he keeps everything on the down low, which is really good. He shares what he wants to share. He shares what's going to be good. But he doesn't just go like one of these people that just shares everything.
Yeah, you're a selective retweeter. It's nice that you do retweet some Buzz60 stuff.
Always, yeah. When I see good stuff, yes.
Yeah.
Buzz60 is my family.
I'm saying Michael.
Oh, Michael Warbucks, yes.
Warbucks
Michael Warbucks, definitely. He does. And thank you, by the way, Michael Warbucks, for retweeting the Buzz60 stuff. They appreciate it more than you know.
Yeah.
They appreciate it. But anyway, my other question for you is, with social media being as prevalent as it is now, how do you think that's affecting school-age kids? Not people, we talked about the workforce, we talked about branding, we talked about getting your message out there to become more popular and get jobs, but how do you think it's affecting kids in school?
That's actually a really good question. I've been trying to get some research on that myself, because teens are actually getting more inward. Mm-hmm. They don't want to share as much, so they're seeking out these private social networks like Snapchat, if you've heard of that. Mm-hmm. You take a picture, a selfie, and it instantly erases after a certain amount of time.
Selfie is a horrible word. That reminds me of the word moist. I just hate that word. Go on.
Well, Rihanna's the queen of selfies.
That and pass. If somebody says to me they're not interested, I'm like, fine. If you ever say to me pass, I want to punch you in the freaking face. Okay? I just hate the word pass. The word moist. The word moist makes me feel like I have constipation. And then selfies right up there too. But I'm sorry. Go on.
Selfie, self-promotion, taking a picture of yourself.
Oh, I understand. I understand what it means.
I'm just saying for like our non-social media literate people. But so they're actually starting to like shy away from Facebook. They're actually getting smart about it. Mm-hmm. They want to present themselves in a great way to employers and potential college admissions officers.
Because I was going to say, first of all, the main thing I was going to say was with the school kids, guidance counselors know how to Google.
Yeah.
Okay. Recruiters for jobs or recruiters for
is
colleges.
On the internet.
Recruiters for college know how to Google. So you could be the valedictorian on paper. You can have the 1500 on the SATs, and then they see you with a bong at a party, and all of a sudden the Harvard dreams go away. Done. Okay?
You're not Miley Cyrus. I mean, technically, she was not smoking illegal substances in that photograph at her 18th birthday party, but still, you can't get away with it.
That was salvia or something, she said, right? Salvia, which is some sort of herb. Okay. But bottom line is, if you don't already have that gravitas like Miley Cyrus has with name recognition, that they already want you regardless of what you do, and that you're just creating more media for yourself by doing those things. If they see JQ Public doing that, they're just going to say, "Oh, that person that was on the top of my list already is now off my list."
Yeah.
Yeah. So watch that. And the other thing I was going to point out that I've noticed, two things with social media with school-age kids is, like Mallory said, they're becoming more introverted. They're becoming more socially isolated, I think, because back in the day you had to converse with people. You played sports. You ran around. You talked with friends.
Yeah.
Now I see kids sitting actually right next to each other. Okay, I even have relatives sitting right next to each other,
Guilty.
texting each other.
Guilty.
They're texting each other.
Guilty. And I got like in high school.
I'm like, twist your freaking non-broken head, okay, and talk to your cousin, okay, and talk to her.
True story. Me and my friends actually are searching out restaurants in New York City that have no cell phone reception, so that maybe we can have conversations with one another.
Actually, a good friend of mine who Mallory, I think, met too at one of the events, it's Tom Farley. You can check him out at New York Insider, was on a show talking about social media etiquette. And one thing he was talking about is there are people that go out, you will never, ever, unless I'm expecting an important call for one specific thing, and I will tell the person I'm with, I'm expecting this call, so I'm going to have to grab my BlackBerry if it comes in, but other than that, I'm 100% attention on the person I'm with.
Yeah.
What they do now is they have when they have these parties or things like when people go out to dinner, you have to put your cell phone in a bowl, a bowl on the table, and the first person who takes it out to check texts or anything, even if somebody goes to the bathroom, is the one who pays the bill.
Cool.
You have to be able to show that type of restraint and not check anything. I consider it the height of rudeness for somebody to be, if I'm having lunch or dinner with somebody, if it's a business associate, if it's a friend, if it's a date, whatever, and somebody is looking or constantly checking text, height of rudeness, I will never be seen with you again.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
You don't take it so seriously on me because I'm
like... I don't notice you doing it with me, though.
Yeah.
I haven't noticed, when we've been together, you've always... I mean, when we take a break, you'll look at it, which is fine. Yeah. But if I'm, like, sitting across the table from you, and all of a sudden, like, I'm having a conversation, oh, yeah, okay, blah, 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 and you're looking in that freaking phone, God bless, we ain't friends no more. You became an acquaintance.
I'm very guilty of doing this with family members.
Well, family members you don't like and you don't want to see again, that's a different story.
Even with family members that I care about, I do that.
Well, then watch that.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. The other thing is, I think that with social media, it's made a lot of dickless wonder kids now be able to be bullies. Whereas, like, back in the day, once again, they'd have to actually confront the person and say something negative, and and most bullies like to hide under a veil of anonymity to spread their negativity. Nowadays, they could be nameless, faceless taunters of somebody.
Troll mentality.
Exactly, troll mentality. And they could just keep harassing somebody without having the repercussions of that person coming up and punching them in the head. And most bullies are cowards anyway. So I think that's one of the bad things about social media that has to be worked on a lot more.
I agree.
So, well, let's see, we probably got to do... Oh, see, as soon as I touch it, there's a ton more comments now. It says...
Texting has taken away a bad breath whisper. Minute 9, you're winning right now.
Minute 9 is breaking the internet. Text in the car. That's a bad thing. You're right. You're right.
Car accidents.
The bad breath whisper. Ha ha ha. That is true. I keep it out for emergencies. Okay. Otherwise, I agree. Very good. A text sniper. Text sniper. No, the text sniper. No, I would call a text sniper this because I've used that term too. This is Mallory and I are having a talk. Okay. We're chatting. All of a sudden, Mallory goes to sneeze. A text sniper is doing it quickly on the fly, trying to get it done, or when she goes to the bathroom, trying to get everything done and then put it away
so nobody even sees. And I'm just like...
No, like I'm talking and you're paying attention to me.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Exactly,
wow.
Text sniper.
I've never seen that before. I've never been text sniped. I guess it's a new verb.
But it's well, with the internet, all new words are going to be coming out.
Yeah,
all new words are going to be coming out. So. Bullies stink. I know more than a few victims. By the way, cyberbullying is now a crime here in Maryland. It should be. It should be, bullies. It should be. Oop, I'm sorry. I hit the wrong thing. I got to scroll down.
I didn't hear about that. There was like a story coming out of Maryland about this teenager who was cyberbullied. Maybe you can tell me more about that when we can chat.
Shirt is coming up soon. Don't worry about it. Her name is Michelle Zarnecki, and she goes by Boogawes.
Boogawes?
Boogawes, and I did that without even looking at her name. All right, and yes, it can be distracting. Mike Absher watching and talking, and something about brownies. I just missed that. Hold on. We have plenty of we don't have plenty of shirts. There's only one tonight, baby.
Oh, my phone is I'm getting so many comments from all of you
guys
on Twitter.
Moist. He goes moist. I think of brownies. We're a totally interactive show. Yeah. We're an interactive show in prime time.
Thanks, guys, for tweeting at me right now.
Okay, and I like it. Thinking more along the lines of faceless coward. It is. I always say first of all, haters like to spread their negativity under a veil of anonymity, and as soon as you confront them, they're also like crickets, like Drita Devanzo says, and I quoted her, haters are like crickets. They keep chirping, chirping, chirping until you come up to them, and they shut the F up.
Is that what you said to her?
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, I was on the red carpet with Drita, and I threw her quote right back at her, saying, you know, haters are like crickets. They keep chirping, 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 and then they shut the F up when you come up to them, which is true. And she started laughing and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's going to come up in another New Media Stew episode coming up soon, so be watching that.
You should get her on the show.
She'll be back. She'll be back. She's
on?
great. Yeah, she's been on. Yeah, Drita's been on a few times.
I missed that one.
Drita has done the Motivational Minute. She's done Motivational Talk. She also talked about Hurricane Sandy.
Yeah.
So she's been on 2 or 3 shows.
Cool.
Yeah.
You should totally get Big Ange.
Yeah, Big Ange has been on a couple of times too.
Oh,
we'll get her on again. Big Ange has been on 2 times, and Carl has been on twice too.
Nice.
JB, do you allow yourself to have a sweet dessert sometime? Okay, we're going to take 3 questions. Wait, 2 questions rapid fire, and then we can take 3 questions rapid fire, and then we're doing shirt. Okay, 3 questions rapid fire. JB, do you allow yourself to have a sweet dessert sometime besides fruit, like chocolate or cake? And if so, what do you eat? Yes, dark chocolate. Anything I'm craving, I will have a bite or 2 of. That's enough to satisfy me and move on. I even did a Buzz 60 story on it.
Yeah, you did.
Plug not intended. But you actually get enough satisfaction from the first bite or 2 as you would from having the whole thing, and you keep all the pounds off. No food is ever off limits on the Fitness Made Simple plan. You've just got to make good eating the rule, cheating the exception, and before you put something in your mouth, you have to consciously ask yourself, is it worth the calories? That keeps you from eating on impulse. And also what it'll do is it'll give that conscious thought a chance to take over impulse. And 9 times out of 10, you'll put it down. The one time you don't put it down, it was worth the cheat.
Cool.
And then next question. If I can't find it quickly, Pat, you scream it out. Bully stink. I'm glad there was no one on Facebook till high school.
On Twitter? No. Just...
Emily said something in Mallory too. Do you see any questions, Pat? Because I'm seeing
nothing on.
I see a lot of comments.
Yeah, nothing as far as questions.
Okay.
Maybe it was a tag on to that question.
Yeah, it must be a tag on.
I mean,
I missed it. Okay.
I'm no fitness guru, so you probably are asking the wrong person, Emily.
She's a sweet. Well, she just wants to know. Do you what do you eat as a cheat food? Answer it. That's question number 2. You have a chance for one more question. Rapid fire.
I am obsessed with froyo.
Froyo?
Yeah, but my horrible cheat food is not dessert. It is French fries.
Ooh.
We have a question here.
And last question.
Mallory, is John an Axeman? Smell. What's he wearing?
Who asked that?
Minute 9.
Minute 9. Oh, it's there up there too. Isaiah the Goon is in function. Glad to see you again, Isaiah. Actually, what do you think I have on?
It smells a little fruity. I don't know.
That's awful. That was just awful.
Fruit smell. Cologne. Come on.
Dracar Noir.
What's Dracar?
Dracar. They would do Dracar Noir is what is actually it is the. Since you know how frugal I am, okay. Since you know how frugal I am, it is the smells like Dracar Noir that you could get at the dollar store.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. But okay, now we go.
I'm not an expert on these sort of things.
You were close.
I guess.
I don't think it has a fruity smell. That's funny. This is the first time the entire show played without any lag or live button going off. Engineer Chris, slow clap for Engineer Chris, and we're gonna get shut off in a second. So we got to go to our contest. But it says Michael Warbuck says this is the first time the entire show played without any lag or the live button going off. Wait till you see next week, Michael Warbucks, when he has that freaking cityscape instead of the prison walls on wheels, the prison wall on wheels, and the crappy crappy green background. All right, cool. And now, hold on. Pat's going to eventually get his own camera, but come in between us. Okay. We're going to now do, hold on, PA Pat, loving the hair. All right. Here we go. Stew Crew Power Shirt. This is you should have Stew Crew Star of the Week up now though. Now, Pat, you have to bend down a little bit. You see you're on the screen. Yeah. There you go. That's good. And good. And this is the Stew Crew Star of the Week. If you could have the graphic come up small, not as a separate screen. But Stew Crew Star of the Week is being chosen. This is the person who was the most active, participating. This is like in school when you are in class participation, okay, and you are getting an A in the Stew Crew shirt. It must be somebody in the continental U.S. because we do not have the budget to send it anywhere else. And we are very, very correct about saying that. Pat, who is the Stew Crew star of the week and why?
Okay, I need a drum roll first.
Okay.
Drum roll.
We have no budget for this. Boom.
It is Jay Muga.
Jay Muga.
I guess it's a
Jay
slow
Muga gets
clap
it's a
thing.
slow clap. Jay Muga, send in your address. I'm sure you have passed out from excitement right about now. You have been wanting a shirt forever. Dollar Tree in the house. Dollar Tree. I think Dollar Tree sometimes has things over $1. Maybe I might be mistaken. I like to go to the dollar stores that have nothing above $1, because there's some that say most things $1, and I'm like, God bless you, little trickster. You little trickster store. I want everything $1. All right, but anyway, $1 in the house. Jay, he's getting all sorts of props.
All excited.
Drum roll, all kinds of excited. Yay! Look at him! Yay! Yay! He's just congratulating himself. He's just congratulating himself. All right, last licks now. He's going off. He looks like a little Tyrannosaurus. He's going off like this with the little bent arms. My goal for this show, okay, as we get a bigger viewership, Jimmy Fallon cross with Chelsea Handler. I want all the little crazies with Chelsea Handler. I want all the little crazies, my little regular people popping around, the little peanut gallery, the New Media Stew Crew peanut gallery popping around. All right, last thing. Put them up one last time just in case. I don't know where they came from, but at Best Week Ever and at Carrie Keegan. Maybe if we could see some tweets, I might be on VH1 Morning Buzz or Best Week Ever. Let's see what Stew Crew Power can really do. Now this lady over here, Miss Mallory Johns, make sure to follow twitter.com/buzz60. Make sure to subscribe to youtube.com/buzz60. She is so thankful right now that she's not pimping it out herself. But they are my family too, as you know, Stew Crew, so definitely go check them out. And 10 seconds, plug whatever you want.
Well, you should definitely like our Facebook page as well, facebook.com/buzz60, and just chat with us. I'm a very friendly person, and I love to see comments from all of you guys. Jay Muga, Emily Owl, Blar Girl, those are some of Biggie, of course. How can we forget Biggie? Biggie D-Line.
I would love to clone you by the thousands.
2,500 people to be exact.
Ooh, there you go.
You guys got us to 1,900 Twitter followers, and we are so close to 2,000, we can taste it. Literally 20 people away. It tastes really good. So if you could please follow us and get your friends to follow us on Twitter, maybe I'll come back.
There you go. All right, that was a lot over 10 seconds. But anyway, we haven't been shut off yet, but it's going to close. So New Media Stew loves you, Stew Crew. So
Stew
please
Crew
represent
Power.
Stew Crew Power. Much love and respect.
In the Twitterverse, tweets abound. Facebook's a land where friends are found. YouTube comments, may they never cease. MySpace is dead, so let it rest in peace. The best of the week, here's where they be. Chosen by yours truly, the name's JB. Shoutouts, props, questions for you. All wind up in the New Media Stew.